Okay. So, we have unfinished business with this game before we move on. I realized that I didn't read the whole notebook in the true ending. The good ending. So we're gonna do the last chapter one more time. I'm gonna read it all. Then we're gonna pivot to the Red Candle Games' other game, Devotion. Mostly because I really like it, and it was one of my first streams almost a year ago, and I just want to do it again. We missed a note last time, and I'm gonna try not to miss the note this time. But we're not gonna get very far. We're gonna stop pretty much right on the dot at 6:30. And we're gonna take that slow for the rest of the month on the off day, and then come October, horror games on the main day, which is Tuesday, and then we're gonna do... Oh, that's right, this is a mouse game. Then we're gonna do drawing for 31 Monster Girls on the Wednesday, on the off days, the art days. So, here we go. We're gonna get started. Pretty ambitious saying I can finish Devotion in 2 sittings, but we'll see. I'm pretty confident. We're gonna go to chapter 4. And this is where Ray has to do all of her confirmations. So if you recall, last time, and the VOD is up on my YouTube. It is already up, so yay. Maybe at some point I'll try and edit these 2 videos together and try and merge them so it's one. But I need a program for that. But Rei Feng Xin had a very terrible home life. Her mother got rid of her philandering father by getting him busted by the military police, because the period of time that this takes place is martial law in Taiwan. And seeing this, when the object of her affection, her counselor, Mr. Chang, started treating her coldly, as they were having a somewhat intimate affair, she busted the Forbidden Book Club and her teacher that she thought was getting in the way of her, between her and her love. And they were arrested, and her counselor was put to death. The teacher, Miss Yin, fled the country and died before she came back, many years later. And we thought that she had gotten her friend Wei killed. What had happened is he had spent years in prison, and that is the gentleman that we see in this chapter walking around. The older gentleman, is he has just been released, and he's wandering the school, and that's why we keep seeing him. So that's pretty much where we are, and Rei is in this constant cycle of reliving these over and over again for her sins of having people killed over a small whim. It's very sad. It's a very sad story, so I like this point, so we're gonna do it again. And that's the sound of her throwing away the necklace. Am I on? Can you guys hear me? That was the sound of her throwing away the necklace, which is why it's in the vent. At the beginning of the game. That's how it got there. I like how it really ties up all of the loose knots pretty well, in my opinion. So we're gonna go for the... Okay. We're gonna go for the good ending because that's where the extra notes are. So we're gonna try not to mess this up. My phone is blowing up! Oh, I wasn't reading. I am you, but yet you are not me. It's the sin that makes you linger in this realm. So in a weird way, she's a lingered, too. Memories, like mirrors, reflecting the true likeness of your soul. In a world full of pain and suffering, Feng Rei Xin, what do you fear the most? She fears losing who she is, being able to have an identity of who she is, instead of, you know, the girl she thinks she is, you know, a girl from a broken family who's lost everything in her life. She just wants to be herself and happy. So, losing myself. Believe that we are all born free, eager to walk on your own path, and afraid of losing yourself. You are me. And that's how you know you got it right. So, we're gonna zip through this. Is the volume okay? Is the game a little loud? Am I loud enough? Are there any questions that some people missed from the last playthrough? Okay, so I'm good? Okay, cool. Cool. It's a little loud for me. I need to turn it down. The way forward is the path to your past. However, the road ahead has crumbled. Lead me anywhere, and I will follow you like a shadow. So what we need to do is get her across the chasm in this other version. We gotta walk all the way around. And what's really cool is you see the past versions of her. Sliding door is wrapped in barbed wire. You see the past versions of her from previous parts of the game. So it kind of shows you she's stuck in a loop because of her sins. She can't move on. And they kind of just sort of leave it at that at the end of the game. If you in your head think that, you know, by doing the good ending she's atoned and she's able to move on once the school's gone, that's one thing, you know. It's up to you. I prefer to think that. I like to think that, you know, she's able to break free of this cycle. Who can be calling at a time like this? Because the only thing she's really done wrong, honestly, she had a lot of people killed, so it's a really wrong thing. Yeah, I get that. But she wasn't doing it out of malice. She was doing it out of hurt. And that's really sad, you know. When you're young, you make these crazy decisions sometimes that follow you for the rest of your life. So, it's kind of sad. Indicative. Remember when you enrolled, so full of passion, participating in every school activity, showing off your academic abilities, grabbing the attention of your peers and your teachers, and then things took a turn for the worse at home. All the attention quickly turned into unwanted scrutiny. So you chose to escape. She ran away from it. The world is immeasurably vast, and there is always a place to hide. You or me. I like to think that as she does this, she's slowly coming to realize what she's done and the ramifications of her choice. This place is completely lifeless. Even ideas are buried here. Remember to thoroughly destroy each book and add the spirit money to throw them off. There can't be any intact book pages, or else this would be for naught. Hey, Wei? You're closer with Miss Yin. I heard she had to flee the country overnight, is that true? I'm not sure, she never said anything about leaving. Unlike Miss Yen, we don't have any connections to guide us to safety. Aren't you afraid? Well, actually, what bothers me the most is... Do you know how the reading list got leaked out? Ray leaked the list. Thinking it was going to get Miss Yen merely fired. What it ended up is the arrest of the entire book club and the death of her lover. And the exile of Miss Yen. She fled the country before they could catch her. And she died before she could come back. Stop asking questions. I'm as clueless as you. Just hurry up and finish this. We don't want to get caught. It's never really... Maybe I gotta reread the... Leave my crackers alone, child. I don't know. Maybe we'll reread the notes that we missed. I don't know if Wei ever had an inkling of whether or not he knows Ray sold him out. We'll see. Written verdict from court. Torn piece of the verdict. Chang Minhui, district-level educator, is found guilty of the students Wei and is found guilty with students Wei and others of collusion with communist forces. Chang Minghui is to be put to death after the court's ruling. Wei Chunting pleads guilty to affiliation with communist forces, reading of prohibited texts with rebellious and corrupt thoughts. Will be sentenced to 15 years of jail time. And I think it's implied he was there for longer than 15 years because of the martial law. So, we know he's not dead. I think this is the first inkling where you realize he didn't die, even though he's dead at the beginning of the game. That's kind of her thinking he was dead, because she had no idea, really. Oh, wait, no, we gotta go this way. Clicky, clicky, click. I could hear on my streams that my mouse is really loud. And so this old dude that we're sitting here is Wei. He's been released from prison and he's wandering the halls of the school. The bonfire of hope is almost depleted, diminishing in the wind. Hi, Ace. Goofy ass face. Hi. Hello. Can you back off? Your breathing is hot. Some of the book contents might conflict with your everyday thoughts. But this material will help engage you in reflective and independent thinking. Well, let's call it a day. I want to remind you all again to never mention the book club to anybody else, for that might put yourself and others in great danger. And Wei, I'd like to ask you for a favor. I just realized that's spelled the European way. Had a U in it. Yes, Miss Yen, is it about the new books? I've already given the list to Mr. Chang. He said the shipping company won't help us anymore, but he'll figure something out. The government is enforcing restrictions on all imports. Soon the book club might come to an end. Miss Yen, why are things like this? I'm sorry, Wei. There's nothing I can do either. Oh, and just one more thing before you go. Mr. Chang never brought us any of those books in the first place, right? I know I can always count on you. Yeah, I think that he does. Well, I think when we check the last notes, we'll see. And so this is what happens to Miss Yen. Blacklisted returned to home for burial. Blacklisted to return home for burial. I can talk. Half a century in exile, blacklisted to return home for burial. So she was gone for 50 years. The period of martial law was long. During the period of martial law, Miss Yin Sui-han was a wanted political fugitive. She was lucky to evade arrest and left the country, only to be blacklisted. She traveled the world fighting for human rights and freedom of expression, but unfortunately died of lung cancer at the age of 50. Her last wish was to be able to return to her hometown. Now this wish can be achieved with the lifting of martial law, and that's her urn. Presumably her family members brought her back to be buried at home. It's not a happy story there either. That's why when you see the book list in the middle of the game, it's a gun. You know, a symbol of her pulling the trigger and being the cause of people's death, exile, and imprisonment. This part tells you that people found out it was her, and she was branded as a snitch, and was punished for it, as you can see. The door is barred by a broom. There's a note on top of it. Snitcher. Remove the broom. So life did not get any better. In fact, it got much worse after she turned them all in. And if you check my VOD on my YouTube, it should be linked in my About, I linked a version of this song in the description of the full through. So, it's really pretty. It's a really sad song. Very pertinent. And I believe a classic song in Taiwanese culture. It's a very important, culturally important song. Yeah, she died and couldn't return for the longest time, yes. And so this note is from Wei. And then we get more clarification in the good ending, because we get to read it. That time in fear, forcing herself to breed hatred, who knew that she would take that leap and leave this world behind? Nary a last word, because of fear? Remorse? The reason remains undecided. I was left with a blur of confused thoughts spiraling through my mind. When I saw the sunlight again, things had changed drastically. My loved ones and teacher went to a higher place. She was buried in an unmarked grave, leaving me a decrepit man. So it sounds like he found out at some point. He definitely found out that she committed suicide. As the next part will show us. Whether or not he knew before he was arrested, I'd like to think he didn't know. He would have no reason to know that she would have turned them in. Certainly after, I'm pretty sure he would have been told who sold him out. Because, you know, it just feels like that would be a thing they would do to a dissident. Oh yeah, there's a shadow puzzle in here I gotta remember. Oh, there she is again. There's a note on the cart. Okay, how... No. Yes. It's freaking puzzle! It's been a week and I forgot how to solve it. Right? Oh, and then talk to her! Talk to the shadow! It's been a week and I forget how to frickin' solve puzzles. I'm not a very smart person. Acting immediately on one's determination. This is the philosophy he believed in. That someone should take fate into their own hands. And so this is like the lessons that Mr. Chang was kind of trying to teach her is, you know, don't just wait around. If you want something done in your life, you gotta do it. You know, you can't wait for the world to do something and change. You have to change the world yourself. That sure bit everybody in the ass. With you following him, what ideas do you hold? And I believe it's take hold of your destiny. I just want to double check. Because it's been a week. Take hold of your destiny. Yeah. Go for it. That is a charming thought. So life has gained a goal. Next to him, you found yourself. You or me. And when she took matters into her own hands, it went poorly. I don't think anybody thought it was going to happen like that. No matter how many times this replays, nothing can be unwound. You can never redeem yourself. So, I mean, like, that leaves the interpretation open that she's forever stuck in limbo. And it is a possibility. Instructor by. This is the book list I mentioned before. I found it on our teacher's desk. Miss Fang, your country appreciates your assistance. And that was on the phone earlier in the game. Did you think finding something to rely on would stave off your fear? One day, however, he was gone, just like that. You've lost everything you can depend on. What choice will you make now? And I believe it's try to take him back. The instructor's sharp gaze was stifling. You steeled yourself and performed without hesitation. in that one moment transforming into a pitiless patriot. Easier than you think, right? You or me. She thought taking her destiny in her own hands was to do something about Miss Yin, who she thinks got in the way of her relationship with Mr. Chang. And unfortunately, that was not the right choice, but would she have known? She was just a kid. You know, she's a senior in high school. In love and brokenhearted. So here, if you recall from the last stream, when we got to this end, you saw a body jump where he's standing. That's where she jumped. She jumped from the building to kill herself. Kind of see the barbed wire on the top of the school. Alright. If we did everything right, we should see, yes, we did. We got it. Yellow paper plane. From the white deer to my white daffodil, fate holds us apart. So let us meet again in another life, to our freedom. That was loud. Open the door! Chang Minghui, you are suspected of spreading propaganda, smuggling banned books, and organizing illegal gatherings. I can read. Stop looking at chat. The court has already obtained the necessary evidence. We now arrest you on the grounds of rebellious activities. Do not resist on pain of death. Looks like it will be difficult to escape this time. Fine. Take my head so that I may join my brothers and sisters in death. Why? Aren't people born to live freely? To think openly, to speak their minds without restriction or fear? Freedom of belief, love, and self-realization? Being with you was a happiness of the simplest and purest kind. I couldn't help but think we could be hand in hand, living an untroubled life. When we could be hand in hand. But in the end, this is only a fool's dream. I too am vain, like my daffodils, fixated on my grandiosity. The world is not ready for the likes of us. That is hard to read. I struggle to read that every time. Daffodils died by a river of blood, decaying rust-like into the void. And I think that's the only voice acting in the entire game, is this moment. Alright. When we get that notebook, we're gonna read everything. I know! It is so hard to read sad games. Good thing I don't wear makeup. Oh. Almost forgot to click. Oh, ah! No! My speed run. Oh. I'm not crying, you're crying. Metal lodging for the laborers. Alas, to be demolished. All to be demolished. So they're gonna demolish the school. Hey, it's Spirit Granny. Barred from the heavens and hampered from the underworld. Alone and wandering forever she goes. Pitiful. I think that's it. So that's the grandma we saw every time we... Oh, here we go. We'll read it on the next screen. When you died from the lingered, this is the grandma. So she knows Ray is stuck here. Yeah. She's seen her. That's why she's giving her advice, probably trying to get her to move on. Grandma probably pays respects here because she's trying to help the spirits here find their rest. Alright. So we're gonna read this. We're gonna read it all this time, and this actually has a lot of stuff. Amnesty certificate. Certificate of amnesty. Name Wei Chung Ting. Type of pardon. Amnesty. Crime declared invalid. Thought I would rot in jail. I didn't expect to live past martial law. People say I'm a victim of politics. My crime was written off, but my youth is long past. Something lost can never be regained. Okay. I can do this. Letters from home. A yellowed letter. My son, Chung Ting. Even though I witness sickness and death on a daily basis, it still fills my heart with grief. Your mother's disease was utterly untreatable. I can only hope she died without worry, without pain. I can do this! I can do this! We're not done crying. A person's body can be physically locked up. But your mind always free to go where it pleases. Father hopes you can still get some peace of mind in this situation. Stay warm, stay safe. Your father, Jachin. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna be this hard. So he passed away and his mom died while he was gone. So that's what happened. I don't know what happens to his father. There we go. Eventually, mother still passed away. Father didn't take it well and had to take a break from his clinic work. His written words were spirited and calming. They supported me during my darkest days. So presumably his father has passed since then. He's an old man now. Wei is a very old man. So we read this earlier. 15 years of my life were taken away by a piece of paper. I can still clearly remember when the military police came knocking and they carried me off in front of my mother. Little did I know that was the last time I would see her face. So that's the earlier article. After having been released from jail, I haven't had any contact with Miss Yen. I couldn't believe it at first, but I heard she passed away abroad due to lung cancer. Like with my mother, only after seeing her ashes with my own eyes was I able to realize. I lost a familiar part of my heart forever. Oh man, this is hard. This is the hardest part of the game, is getting through this and reading it out loud. So that was the excerpt of the letter that we found in the piano room. It doesn't matter what I was feeling back then, only pain and sadness remain. I think... I mean, this is how we found out. He found out that she died. And it hurt him too. I don't think he's mad at her anymore. I think he's come to terms with what's happened while he's been in jail. I think that's why he's here. He's kind of here to let go. The large banyan tree's been cut down. It weathered the storm of generations, yet it fell under the sharp edge of human desire. This is an unbelievably sad game. How unsightly. I couldn't read it without crying. I didn't think I would be able to read it without crying, though, to be completely honest. But I think that fills in all of the gaps that I didn't get to because I didn't read it back then when it was like a 4-hour. This is the good ending, I think, because it answers, number one, the question of who's that guy that she's following around. And it tells you what happened to him. So he's not dead, like we thought he was in the beginning of the game. And while it's not, like, good happy ending, it's a resolution ending. It's more of a true ending, I think I would call it. Because you don't really know what happens in the resolution until you do this part. It basically ties all the other little things up in a nice, neat bow. And I think in his own way, he's getting his closure. He doesn't seem embittered from those notes, as you can see. It's resigned, but he doesn't really regret what happened. He doesn't sound like he blames her. He doesn't know why it had to happen, obviously. You know, he doesn't know her side of the story. Everything we've seen is from her point of view. But I think in his own way, he forgives her. Especially this part. This is the part that I think, to me, this sells the closure. I like to think she sees him. I like to think she gets closer to him. This is a hard game, man. That took me half an hour. Oh, well, yeah, because I'm reading everything. And it takes me forever to read. Yeah, I want to believe it's closure. It's such a good game. This one you can get on Steam, but I bought it from their site directly, because I want to give them money. I also bought the soundtrack. It's good. It's really good. And I did check, this ending sequence has a different credits song. This is different. This is much more robust than the first one. It's a good game. Easily in my top 10. I think I have a huger attachment, I think, to Devotion. Maybe it's because I know that it had a very, what's the word I'm looking for? I always get this word wrong. It had a very complicated provenance. Its development. How it was essentially blacklisted for being not even in released material. It's like test material that, you know, never came out. It was blacklisted by the government, and they got a lot of hate for it. I mean, it says a lot that it in a weird sort of way, it kind of relates to this game where there is no freedom with the CCP. Alright, give me a moment. I'm gonna go to the break screen. I'm gonna get a quick stretch break. I'm gonna change Give me a moment. We're gonna change the category because I don't want to get in trouble. So let's devotion. There it is. We are now playing Devotion. Should I change the stream header? Nah, I mean, like, the first half an hour of this, if people come to watch it, it is what it says it is. So give me a moment. We're gonna exit this game. I'm gonna boot up Devotion, and we're gonna just start there. Oh man, I was not prepared to cry like a bitch. Hi, Ace. Hello. Please don't climb on me! I downloaded the beta for 9 Souls, but I don't think I'm allowed to, like, show people, so I won't be streaming it. I might stream it when it comes out, though. I believe they said it should be done by next year. Can you get off of me? I don't know if you guys can hear him breathing on me. However, he is a good dog. That is not him. He's a good dog, so when he knows that I'm crying... oh shit. Ooh, it's not picking up the other window. Hold on. Please don't make me have to quit OBS. OBS? Okay, let me close this. Let me close this. OBS? Yikes. Oh, please don't do this to me. It's not capturing the window because it doesn't exist. There it is. There it is. Okay, now please capture my window. Don't be a black screen. OBS. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Ah, yeah. Okay, hold on. Transition. Can you guys see it? How's that look? I'm gonna look over at my... There we go! Ah, that was scary. I was afraid I was gonna have to, like, cut this down. Yeah. What did they say for the closed beta? Oh, we are? Oh, that's nice. Okay, okay. I'll definitely... Where did you see the information for that? So I can go read it too and just double check. Because I want to not, like, get in trouble with them because it's a good game. And also I spent a lot of money on a special edition. In your email. Okay. I will double check. Maybe I'll shoot an email to them too just to see if there's any extra... Okay. To see if there's any extra things I want to be mindful. I don't want to get them in trouble. I don't want to get me in trouble. Okay. I'll definitely check that out then. All right. All right, so let's cry again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Controller? Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes. We're gonna start a new game. It's like coming home. This was like my first big stream. You guys want me to read it again? Cry and get scared. I read everything? Yeah, I'll read everything. Even though it's got good voice acting. Dear, are you still watching TV? I have... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let it. You guys can read.
觉得这就是功德吧。现在他终于离他的梦想越来越近了。这几年我们这样支持他，也总算是有回报。好了，剩一道菜就可以吃饭。所以美心人呢？美心在哪？美心在哪？
Yeah, I think, for this, I think this run, I'm gonna only read the notes. Is that okay with you guys? I mean, if you guys want me to read everything, I do have my old VOD. Yeah, knowing how the game ends, right? Like, okay, this stream, I'm gonna be completely honest with everybody. Right off the bat, we're gonna be spoiling this. So if you've never seen this game before, I recommend maybe skipping this stream and checking out my original video on my YouTube, Cardcaptor Loki. Somebody check my about? Is it, do I list my... Yeah, I have my, underneath the things, I have underneath the socials, VODs and AMVs, that's where my, YouTube channel is. Go watch that. I don't think there's anybody here who hasn't seen me play this game, but we're gonna talk about spoiling, we're gonna talk about what it means in advance this time. And I'm gonna let the voice acting go, so you will have to read it if you want to read it. But, I mean, some of you guys have already seen this, so... It's gonna be a little different when we put it on YouTube. So, we're gonna try and get every note. Last time I didn't get everything. I missed something. And I think I know where it is, so... We're gonna go to 6:30. So we got a little less than an hour and a half to go. I know I'm, like, delaying, but, we're just gonna go. Mei Shin's doodles. Look at the cute little doodle. Was that a dog barking? Ah! I did a piece with tulips on it, and I put these little red... they're windmills. I believe these are windmills, because that's in the credit sequence. These are windmills. So, I put it on there. Oh, I did it. There we go. And then... Li Fang's solo photo. Her Kipao dress helped establish her iconic image that we will definitely see later. Alright. So we know that Dad is a failed writer. We have this fucking fish here that gets pieced out later. The red arowana, a pet fish considered to bring good luck and prosperity. And, sort of like a status symbol. And, that... It is no longer with us at some point should tell you about the prosperity of this poor broken family. Is it too dark? Should I turn up the... It's a little dark on my end, but I find that that's kind of part of the atmosphere. Do you guys want me to bump it up a little, or are we good? We good with the darkness? Oh shit. Forgot the door does that. Okay, because we just finished Detention though, I see this and I'm like, let me save. It's the save point to me. So, is it gonna let me... Okay, I don't think there's anything to lore read, so... I'll read it later. For a walking simulator, it's one of my favorite stories, and yeah, I can totally see, Decon, how you mean it's like a more personal story. And one is more like a political statement and stuff like that. And they are two different kinds of stories. And yeah, they're both equally good, but they definitely hit different. And I like how this this glitch aberration is always here. Just in this room. Just here. Bump up the brightness. Alright. What is button for? Is it this one? Yes. Graphics. Yes. It's up pretty bright. Okay. Forgive me, it's all the way up. Sorry guys, we gotta do bitch mode because it's really hard to see. That's not... That's not immersion breaking. I think we're okay with this. So, the god of theater and art, General Tendo, we notice that, you know, he's a playwright. So he has a shrine to a god of the theater. And as we saw later as the game goes on, it gets replaced by Guanyu's shrine. And so he changes his devotion, pun not intended, to what he thinks is the god that's gonna pull his family out of problems. Is maybe, you know, that a portrait of Mei Shin, Li Feng, and I. Sort of a statement as to why his life turned out the way it is, maybe? Maybe not, it depends. But yeah, I love that glitch. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's immersive. It makes you feel uncomfortable. You don't know what it is, and it's there. There's his desk. I hear my doggo barking. Luna. Yeah, it's not much better, but I can at least see the fridge now. It's not bitch mode, it's making sure I don't get caught on stuff mode. Also, the tulips here, the devs have said that the yellow tulip is a symbol for, like, you know, how the family is breaking down and everything. I should have read the article before I started playing. Mei Shin's room is locked. Bathroom is locked. There's the yellow tulips. But they kind of have to do... Let me in. Oh. Hang on. Fudge! I just dropped a whole bunch of water on my hand. Alright. Let's go get jump scared. Turns down volume on headphones. This part always makes me jump like a bitch. Where's it coming from? The lamp? Yeah, it is. Oh! Eh? Oh! Oh, fuck. Didn't notice that transition. Life. Oh, Jesus! It's... Still gets me every time. I love this game. 1980. Key found in mailbox. It's labeled 1980. Year of the monkey. Ooh. Sorry. I don't know why Year of the Monkey 1980. I don't know why it's showing the commands for mouse and keyboard when I'm clearly using an Xbox controller. Oh, that's inventory. There we go. I also found out that the Pro Controller is not compatible with this, so... Yeah, you have to walk towards her. And also, if you notice, when I was looking at the shoe, you could hear her walking. You could hear the high heels behind you. Alright, we'll just sit here. I like how Rod Serling it is. This radio dude. I like how, like, in early parts of the game, it's sort of like this guide that's telling you, you know, sort of foreshadowing what's going on. He is the guy who was interviewing Li Feng in the elevator at the halfway point of the game. Oh, you can't do the beta? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you can come in my house and play it. Oh, no. I'll give it a try. Li Feng in her glory days, signature of the film crew have adorned the pictures. She was a very successful... If I hang these idol portraits up, I think she'd be pretty happy about it. She was a singer and actress. And what else is in here? Porcelain bowls. Bowls found in a packing box. The bottoms are labeled Du. Li Feng and I had them custom made. Bao Dao Artistry Prize. Best Screenplay Award. Another trophy to add to my proud collection. I don't think it says anything else. It's cool. It goes in here. I can't? Why not? Oh, okay, I gotta go in order. Gotcha, game. Here's the hole that Mei Shin is looking through later. Here's a gulp of water. Ah! I keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. No? What was that noise? Okay, yeah, you gotta go in order. Li Feng usually readies dinner for us. So she became a traditional housewife. I like picking this up. It doesn't do anything. Floral cleaning detergent. Handwritten on the label. Conserve use. I don't know if it's foreshadowing anything. I don't think it is, though. It's cute, though. I like the details. Okay, can I put the awards in now? Game? I keep pressing the wrong button. Yep. Okay. So he was very successful. Collection of best screenwriter. And then as we put more down, more of the house gets unpacked. Alright. Script moving in. Screenwriter Du Fengyu. Episode 1. Scene 1. Living hall. Daytime interior. Close-up. Husband carries a potted plant to the window and places it on the sill. Husband smiling. People say tulips symbolize elegance and sweetness, just like our child. Wife, like you know, our child hasn't even been born yet. Alright, let's finish organizing and get dinner ready. The flower isn't blooming anytime soon, so let's eat. Soup's getting cold. Close-up. The couple arrange their new home together. They hang her paintings on the emptying wall, set his medals on the cabinet, and place their china on the shelves. With a human touch, the empty abode begins to feel more like home. After adjusting with some furniture, the husband returns to the living hall and finds his wife waiting for him with a gift. So these scripts that we'll pick up as we go are sort of like a biography of his life and how they're a reflection of what goes wrong, even though he's changed some things around and everything. It's very obvious it's a biography. And I heard that thump. I hear you. I hear you. Sort of a foreshadowing. Nope. Press the correct button. There we go. PlayStation controls. Li Feng's poster and record tiles from her heyday. After our marriage, she stopped getting her portraits done. See, she... don't eat my tissue. She is now becoming a traditional wife. She's letting the husband take care of providing for the family. And we can see there's a discarded script here. And a gramophone. Gramophone. I don't know what that's here for. The baby isn't born yet. I can't click on the... okay, whatever. Lock. Let's check this room before we go out there. It's empty and dark. Did I forget a trigger? No! I did not! Ballerina doll. Decorative doll made of icing. Hold me closer, tiny dance. I'm pretty sure I made that joke the first time I streamed this. Shoot. Need to get new material. There's your Dark Souls moment. I like the abrasions, or the dust particles. Alright. Oh. That's her song. Lady of the Pier. Is the gramophone playing it? No, it is not. It is ambient. Oh, it's on the radio. Peekaboo. The lighter. I like the name of the links. Blinding Savage Cormorant. The words they have for the auto. Is it a bumper? There it is. Yeah, it's a bumper. I forgot what the buttons were. Cheeky. Alright. My dear Feng Yu, this is the lighter you've always wanted. You must be exhausted from all that unpacking. Get some rest. I want you to know I'll support you always. Happy Father's Day, your loving wife. Look. Baby Mei Shen. Oh, Lord, I forgot about that too. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in this room. I'll be pissed if there is. That is definitely outside. Okay, you can't go back in. Neat. I wish I knew what this said. Does it tell me? I don't think it does. I thought it did. I thought sometimes it actually tells you what they say. I don't think it does. Alright. I'm not Taiwanese. Look at the little tiger. So cute. It's here. My sister was born. Oh, and you too, Choco. Isn't this your birth year? 86. Nope. I keep pressing the wrong inventory. Where's my chromatic aberration? Or aberration? I miss it. Oh yes, the dolls. Showing us what a beautiful family we are. Oh, I totally didn't even notice she was here. School Correspondence Journal 1. Monday, February 24th, 1986. Homework. Chapter 1, Chinese Vocabulary, Arithmetic Practice A, page 7 through 8. Daily Journal. Today I cleaned my room and Daddy helped me put all my toys away. My room has a very big bed. I can play house on top of it. Teacher's comments. You should try cleaning the room yourself. Teacher, Chen Yi-jun. Quiz scores, vocabulary 95 points, math 97, parent signature due. So she's a very studious young girl. You should try cleaning the room yourself. That teacher. Hey, buddy. Okay. He hasn't gotten the fish yet. Preparing dinner. Oh. Atmosphere. Water looks red. Hi! Yup, I knew it. Such great use of sound design. Mei Shin's room. Small chair when playing house. Studious but messy. Yeah, like most kids, you know? Because he's breathing, it looks like they move, like they breathe too. It's a land. I think I have this exact model. Remember once owning a Polaroid camera? Lost it one day, so I bought a single lens camera. So it's kind of showing it, if you notice, like, you know, they have like custom things, you know, they're in money, right? Lost a camera, bought a new one, bought a new house. What else? You'll notice that they're spending a lot of money. That's kind of his attitude. Doll used from playing house. Its clothes are reminiscent of Mei Shin. Her eyes don't open if you flip her. Yeah, a lot of money. He was very successful. She was also successful. She was a... I always forget they end up looking at you. Judging you. Because he thinks that's, you know, that's what a man does, is, you know, provides for the family. So they can have nice things. Birthday grab. My nephew went through this, so probably my niece will do that. I have a niece now. My nephew Caleb has a little sister. She was born not too long ago, a few days ago. Her name is Eden. So they're probably going to do a birthday grab for her, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if they do it for girls. I'm sure they do. These bougie-ass motherfuckers, yeah. Birthday grab is a ceremony performed for a baby who's reached 1 year of age. In ancient times, the chances of a baby dying were high. It was rare to reach the age of 1, so it was cause for celebration. Therefore, in present times, to honor the ancestors and anticipate a safe and healthy future for the baby, this ceremony has become an important custom. People believe that by placing various items in front of the baby and seeing what it grabs can predict what type of career the baby will have in the future. Commonly used items include a pen, ink, paper, enamel, an abacus, garden tools, seals, etc. Other items include homophobic objects that correspond to careers or traits. Garlic sounds like calculate in Chinese and can represent an accounting career. Onion sounds like smart and it can represent an intellectual career. The direction of a child's development is of great significance to parents, especially in modern times. Parents expect a lot from a child's early education, and it is wise to cultivate the child's interests and expertise from a young age to develop a head start in his or her career. So, if we remember, Mei Shin wants to be a singer, just like her mother. And so her father pushes her towards that end to the point that where he won't even let her, like, go on field trips because he wants her to focus. She needs to rest her voice because she's going to start developing her anxiety because she's so pressured into this lifestyle that her parents, mostly her father, but her parents are pushing her into. Besides singing, Mei Shin also loves doodling. She's also very good at doing crafts with her hands. She can do origami. But you'll notice that the father puts a lot more emphasis on her musical career. So, piano. Oh yeah, we gotta go grab the book. Hi, everybody! Hi, Dr. Diz. Ugh. Reminds me, I gotta clean my bathroom. The handprints. Mei Shin's practice piano book. Or piano practice book. It's torn. That's a little creepy. Out we go. We're gonna go over here. Stop pressing that button. Alright. That's public domain now, isn't it? Oh. I was really good at playing with my bottom. These strange pictures. Birthday cake. What are you doing, Ace? Scaring me. I can hear somebody humming. I think that also represents his attitudes towards his wife changing. How he sees her. How he sees his wife as getting in the way of his daughter's success. Or their success. Hey, work. There we go. It seems like it's like a Star Search kind of a TV show. If that doesn't date me, I don't know what does. I'm gonna go with Star Search because it's more akin to Star Search than it is to anything else that I know. I will say the sound design in this game is a lot better at scaring you. Happy birthday, Decon. Have a creepy game. In a moment. I'm gonna take a quick stretch. I need to start the oven. Oh, I think we read this already. Yeah. Okay. I'm coming! I don't think there's anything back in the bedroom, but I always like to check. That's fine. Okay, it's locked. We gotta go that way. One day I'll learn a speed run. Today is not the day. We're having fun, immersing ourselves in the spoopy. Yes? Alright, give me a moment. I'll be right back. Weird, I have happy birthday stuck in my head. Ugh. Okay. Happy birthday to you. I live in a zoo. You sound like a monkey. Ah! Alright, I won't sing that version. Alright. Jesus Christ. Script, birthday, narration. And so today they celebrate their child's birthday as candles light the cozy room. The joy of family in peaceful celebration. Husband, my sweet child, what gift would you prefer? Father would grant you anything. Child, I am grateful, father and mother. I do not wish for a gift. I want our family to be mirthful and content. Narration. For the child, such an ordinary moment would be especially cherished. If you'd like to know why, we must talk about that strange illness. Narrator. But that was not to be. Which echoes Mei Shin's illness of anxiety-induced asthma. Oh, there's the shoe. That's Mom's shoe. Happy family. And then pills. We don't like doctors, even though we're forced to. I'm sick and it hurts. I'm not sure what that one is all about, but definitely she's upset. Your guess is as good as any. And then let's check the other wall. Scary stuff. There's a microphone. More pills. Syringes, scissors, sad. Because we're sick and we can't go outside. Some of this is kind of disturbing. But it's in Mei Shin style. I can't. Someone else is gonna have to clip it. There's the friggin' ball. I can't clip it. I'll clip it later. You can clip later, right? Year of the Ox. 1985. Labeled 1985. Okay, cool. I want to go to a cool Satanist party is what I'm getting. Gotcha. Okay, I'll clip it later. Remind me to figure out how to open a frickin' inventory. Okay, here we go. Typhoon! I will spit in your eye! Typhoon! That's a Shin-Chan reference. Oh, they got masks everywhere. I never noticed that. Notice of injury or illness. To parents, greetings. Third-year student Du Mei Shin. Date 11:45 a.m., March 18th, 1985. Cause difficulty breathing. Sent to school clinic. Actions taken. Emergency transportation to hospital. Message to parents. Further medical testing is advised as early as possible. After receiving this notice and seeking further medical attention... Oh, that's a typo. Further. Further. ER? Yeah. Or is that a typo? Hold on. It doesn't look right. Anyway. Have the doctor fill out the reply form with the treatment provided. Return the reply slip to the school medical clinic so we may continue providing to the students medical care. So, it's likely, because later on as we get farther, there is a sequence where it implies that she gets stage fright in front of students being told to sing. And this may have sent her into an asthmatic attack that sent her to the hospital. Because one of the themes of this game is that this is a mental illness. She has severe anxiety and performance anxiety, and her father does not want to accept that because he thinks that mental illness means that she's crazy, and that's, of course, not what that means. As we can also see here, a lot of discarded and rejection form. The discarded script rejection forms, I believe, is what those are. So, that's one of the themes of this. It was a bovine. One of the other things that the devs did talk about... Gun here, I just want to check. Yeah. Is that they did feel like they did want to spend more time on the wife, Li Feng. They wanted to spend more time with her story because there are a lot of details that are left implied rather than, you know, we see it. She does have a story, you know. She's a successful actress that was forced to quit because now she's a mom. And then finding that her family is in dire straits, tries to help the family by going back into business, and her husband takes that as a affront to his manliness and his ability to provide, knowing he hasn't sold a script in a long time. So that you know, that's her story, really, is she loves her family, she wants to help the family, but her husband has a little bit too much pride. Which is, there it is. Okay. Wash hands before entering. Sorry, I'm not reading everything. I apologize. Inventory is empty. Poor baby. And of course, when you think about it, you know, her medical expenses also being a lot, probably a big cost to the family. Not knowing what's wrong with her also puts a strain on them all. She doesn't know really what's wrong with her. He doesn't know what's wrong with her. Mom doesn't know what's wrong with her. It's likely that she does have a form of asthma, but it is very tied to her having anxiety. Yeah, exactly. It's sad. But realistic in a weird sort of way, you know? Diagnostic report. Dumation. Medical record number 30018. Gender female. Age 10. Department. Thoracic specialist. Symptoms. Chest tightness. Difficulty breathing. Medical order. Medical order. Patient's x-ray and blood work analysis. Normal. No physical ailments observed. Recommend. And then later you see that this the end that gets torn off is that recommend that she see a psychiatric she be referred to psychiatric department. Because if we take a look at these, x-ray film found in case folder, I don't think we see any aberrations in the chest, but we can look. I've never really, I'm not sure what to look for if it was. Yeah, you got it. Script, protracted illness, scene 4, child's room, night, interior, close-up. Candles illuminate the bed and the herbal tea remedy. Child, weakly. Father, when will we be able to go into the big city? Go down into the big city. Husband, we cannot do so under these troubling circumstances. Son, when your illness is past, Mother and I will take you anywhere you like. Father, the needles are painful. The treatment is unbearable. The husband pulls out the acupunctural needles out of his child. No more pain, no more pain. Father won't have you suffer any longer. The child, tired from crying, drifts into sleep. How is this going to work? It's been such a long time, my heart aches. Set your mind at ease. I have another way. So that's foreshadowing, you know, if the doctors cannot give them answers, he will turn to the gods. Guanyin specifically. Hold on, I need to put them down. There we go. Alright. Okay. This goes up here. Maybe this goes here. This goes here. Move this up. And this goes there. And yet that doesn't look like there's anything there, right? Like, they look fine. I'm not a medical doctor, so I wouldn't know. They don't look wrong. That's a cool puzzle, though. Unless I got it wrong, and it's entirely possible I have. Lower? Higher? Oh, yeah, lower, because I obviously don't know where lungs go. Right? What? What am I doing wrong? Oh, I was too low. I obviously don't know anatomy. The devs have actually admitted that during the 80s, this is exactly what the thoughts of mental illness was. And is still a problem. This is very much of the times.
杜先生，我是贺老师。你的情况我了解了，不用担心。你先来楼上见我。
So this is his mentor that turned him to the worship of guanyin. And may have been bleeding the finances dry because she's a charlatan. And one of the things that got, I believe what got the devs in trouble is their code referred to the cult of Guanyin as the CCP, or China. And that didn't sit well with them when that got out. And the sad thing is that, number one, it wasn't meant for, you know, people to see. Was it kind of like a statement that probably shouldn't have been said to put them in hot water? Yes, I can see how that can be, but they got a lot of flack from Chinese fans for saying, how dare you put something like that in a game, right? And then, you know, the Talisman papers that were not saying very nice things of Xi Jinping. And it wasn't even like things that were in the... I believe it wasn't in the main game. These were textures that were temporary use. So they were not meant to be seen, and I don't believe they were ever seen in retail release. They were just a texture that was in the folder. And when you download the game, you can actually see all of this. Like, you have access to it. And the government didn't like that. And a lot of fans didn't like that. And a lot of fans were just... I guess some of them were mad because they were, you know, poking a bear they shouldn't have been poking. But I also heard that a lot of them were just like, how dare you say that about our president? And it's like... the fact that, you know, your president can ban Winnie the Pooh because he doesn't like the memes... I'm gonna say it, grow a pair, get a thicker skin. You know, when people first started saying it, it wasn't an insult. It was kind of like, oh, this is kind of cute. And he responded in a way that I think was a little immature. And yeah, they are Taiwanese. And we all know how China feels about Taiwan. There is no Taiwan, it is only China. Sometimes, in the worst of moments. So, I mean, like I said, the provenance of this game got him in hot water when it really shouldn't have, when you have rational minds. And, you know, they said they couldn't release the game again until rational minds prevailed. And it took a few years. They had to make their own shop to distribute it. And, you know, it's... You didn't get mad about Detention, you know? Yeah, you know. I'm not going to pretend that I'm an expert. I am neither Chinese nor Taiwanese. However, this was a lot of hullabaloo for no reason, really. It's very bad. I like this. It's such a cool effect. Foreshadowing, as we know what ended up happening. I've never looked all the way up the whole time. I hear labored breathing. Do I need to look down? I think I do. Okay. Okay, yeah. I needed to hit the next trigger. I honestly think the whole trouble was, like, it literally shouldn't have happened. Like, that's, like, crazy dictatorship, control of media. You know, it is no different than, you know, the KMT in Detention, arresting all the dissidents for reading books from mainland China. It's really no different. Bloodbath. Let's see, I've got half an hour. I don't know. Oh. I wasn't paying attention. What door did she go through? Not this one. Not that one. That one. Of course, the one with the light. Try not to get too political, but, you know, you can't not talk about it when it comes to what happened to this game. And, you know, events of the first game, you know, Detention. Collect the fragments of the past, traverse into a flawless parent. I don't think we're going to have time to go through this, because this is a lot of puzzles, you know. One after the other, after the other, after the other. But, I believe this has some good autosaves. So, when we get back to this next week, I'll go a little bit longer, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. That's 86. We'll do a couple. We'll get the ball rolling. We'll start with 1980. I just want them to succeed because I enjoyed the experience of their, you know, even though I know how these games work, like played them more than once, I really like these games. I love the experience they give me and the feels. Traditional cookie box with a fortuitous design. I want them to succeed. I like them as a game company. I think they have very good stories to tell. Get out of my way, chairs! Table set up with mahjong tiles. Essential entertainment for family and friends. I have no idea who's winning. But I don't think the game has been on for a while, I can tell. That's about all I know. I don't know. I think I know the Chinese version of the... Oh. I hear you. I hear you, Kettle. I don't really know how to play Japanese style. I only know how to play like a variation of a Chinese style because my grandparents taught me. They learned. Various prayer offerings and items laid out for a household guardian ceremony. So it's very lavish, right? They're, you know, expensive cookies. We're gonna see the prep. Stop! Oh! Oh, thank you. This chicken and fish and bacon? Pork belly? Yeah, probably pork belly. Wife's notes and to-do list. The Jade Emperor deity assigns a pair of household guardians, a husband and wife demigod couple, to watch over a family's home. Before moving in, a welcoming ceremony must be performed for the guardians to ensure a family's health, fortune, and peace. 5 a.m. Buy at the market. Fish, chicken, pork belly, blanched. Okay, so it was pork belly. Sweet rice balls, radish, a symbol of luck, soda, rice cake, red envelopes, incense, spirit money, liquor, rice wine, 3 cups filled 3/4 of the way, apples for guests, pineapple, ceremony use. 7 a.m. Preparation. Clean, spray yin-yang water, attach red paper to furniture, spread coins in the room corners, put tokens in water jug, set up mahjong, prepare oolong tea for aunt, white tea for uncle, herbal tea for grandma. Make sweet rice balls for guests, buy all new cooking essentials, must be finished by the afternoon. Now this is a lot to do. Yeah, it's making a point with design. I like how they're a Taiwanese studio talking about their culture in a way that's really accessible for other people to kind of understand and learn about. I like that. Because I want to learn more about other cultures, and it's really nice that you can do it through video games and various genres of video games. You can feel a connection. And even if you don't exactly feel the same, you can understand where these feelings and cultural things come from. I think it's wonderful to be able to learn about other cultures through things like video games and comics and stuff. It's wonderful. So as we see here, this is a shit ton of stuff to get ready. I can't imagine all the little check marks you can see. How stressful this all is. Oh. And expensive. Very expensive this all could be. You know, to kind of show how successful you are is expensive. And we all know how things like that can lead to dire consequences. Oh wait, is there anything in this room? I don't think so. Okay, not quite 6:30. Half an hour. It's so dark! Okay. Gonna need that. Vinyl record. Track title of the album is Lady of the Pier. It's the theme song for Li Feng's breakout movie. And that's the song we've been hearing. We'll be hearing through the game. It's a very pretty song. Oh! Yeah, the peeping hole. I can press the spacebar too. Just sitting here and
等心，不要吵爸爸。
whapping on it. So a unique thing I also... Hold on, I'm going to read this. Yeah, it's like social commentary and things in a good way, I think. Because, you know, like the game industry in China is... There's a lot of things going on in there, and it does affect internationally. And I think it's a good conversation to be able to talk about it. And, you know, to see things for what they are. I think it's important. Letter from a wife's friend to Li Feng. Are you doing well? I was glad to receive your letter. Your friends in the business were saddened to hear of your decision to leave the movie industry. Remember when we were younger, as showbiz sisters, made a promise to fly high together? But after you started a family, reality cut that dream short. As your good friend, I understand your predicament, and I can't help but guess that your family's decision to sell their ancestral home must merely be a temporary fix to a deeper problem. Please remember we'll always support you no matter what you do. You are always welcome to come back to us anytime we wish you and your family peace and prosperity. So, I mean, copped on money problems. They sold their ancestral home, and that's a big thing. Red shoes. Li Feng's red dancing shoes. They're very pretty. Very lovely. Oh. This is my secret hideout. The password is on my favorite picture. What's really interesting, I think, about this game, and it took me a couple playthroughs. I've played it more than once. It took me a couple playthroughs to kind of see that while we play as the father, most of the perspectives we get from this are from Mei Xin. And it's a very unusual and very telling choice of the narrative. When you look back on it, a lot of this is coming from her point of view. A point of view that maybe he isn't aware of. That's my telephone. Hang on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I had to take a call and check out, get my chicken tendies in the oven. Got 20 minutes. Hello, Parfait. I'm just doing a little bit of a spin through. So one of my favorite video games of all time, the sad ass horror game. Holy cow! Did you hear that? Oh, my own dog got me. Fuck. You turned my deepest misery into a comforting flower. What, child? Hey, Ace, it's okay. Please don't jump in my window. Flower pot. Flower. Jesus. Alright, what's this? Tale of Sigu, Guanyin, the spirit servant. I apologize for mispronouncing it because I am terrible. I had problems last time. According to legend, it happened in a small village in southern Fujian. There once lived a poor farmer whose son was too frail to work in the fields. Instead, he was sent to a Buddhist temple to train as a novice monk. Gradually, he became stronger and occasionally journeyed home to assist his father and tend to their crops. One day, while working in the fields, they came upon a massive striped snake. Apprehensive at first, they approached it slowly. Soon came to understand it bore them no malice. It would drive away pests like insects and mice, guaranteeing the farmer a good harvest for many successful years. Pardon me. It's kind of a cute picture. It's a cute snake. Lighter, please. Alright. There it is. I always miss this note. Gee, oh, so you did hear him. Okay, yeah. Very little reading. Yeah, and what I think is like how he's experiencing it. He's kind of he's getting his eyes open to getting past, here's all the things you were thinking of, but here's what was going on behind, you know, your wife and child's thoughts with your actions. It's like I said, it's like nobody is at fault in this game, and yet everybody has a part to play on the tragedy of what happens, and through no fault of their own. It's not even malice. It's not bad. It's just they were trying to do the best they could with the circumstances they thought, and if they had understood each other better, maybe things would have gone better. Definitely on Feng Yu's side. Definitely his dad's side. Absolutely. To Mr. Du Feng Yu, your screenplay The Lives I've Lived has been rejected by 6 directors. May I suggest you drop that fruitless obsession and seriously consider coming up with a new script? If any offense was taken, I beg your forgiveness. Wishing you the very best, your friend, Ding Huai De. These names, I'm so sorry. So the script that we're reading is the script he keeps trying to sell, and he can't. And it's the reason you can see why he's trying to sell it is because it's heavily personal to him. This is the story of what's gone on in his life, and he feels very attached to it, but that's part of the problem. So we're gonna listen to Mr. DJ here tell us what's what. So it's kind of like another voice of saying, you know, what he can't see outside. A voice of reason? Question mark? I don't know. I get everything picked up everything from the bedroom, I believe. We're in chapter 2, so... Wife. Are you mad? Everything's fine. Yeah, I get it, right? Like, his pride is what has caused all the problems. His inability to accept that his daughter is ill in a way that he doesn't understand. At the same time, he's angry because he really cares about his family. He wants to provide for them. You know, this is his way of contributing to a happy family, and he can't because he can't sell a script. And it's a script for something that's really personal about him. You know, he wants to talk about his life, and he can't. And, you know, the rift between his wife, you know, if his wife goes back into the movie industry, that's, you know, he's done something bad, right? Recent movie, The Fluttering Feathers, premieres on the big screen, panned by critics nationwide for being extremely anticlimactic and having a poor script. So it hurts, you know, when you put your soul into something that you love and you worked on, and then nobody else agrees. And so I absolutely, totally understand him. He does make a lot of big mistakes that have led the family down this very tragic ending. And coming to realize that, I think, far too late. Far too late. And that's why I really like this story, because it's so real. I can't describe it, really. And it uses this horror setting to kind of show you that it's really horrible, but not in a supernatural way. It's tragic and horrible in a very realistic way. So, that's why I like this game. Again, I am talking about this game provided you guys watched the first time I went through it. So I apologize if we are talking spoilers, but at the beginning I said that was kind of how we were playing it this year. So, sorry. Price Singer retires from Spotlight to devote life to family. Gong Li Fang says farewell to the entertainment business. And I do feel like I would have liked to have known more about her life and like what her perspective. And that was one of the things they said they didn't get to. Was to have her perspective a little bit more. You know, as far as the game is concerned, it's just him and Mei Shen. And I think you can glean a lot of what's going on. It is kind of sad that we didn't get it all, but I understand, you know, that it didn't make it. They ran out of time. Ali Shen Travel Guide. Mei Shen's been sulking in her room since we can't go on our trip anymore. Could you go and read Mei Shen her favorite storybook? I mean, that's not her fault. She's sick and there's a typhoon. It's not their fault. Let's turn on some candles. Lock suitcase. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Can't trust daddy. Big liar. Liar. Daddy lies. All talk. Mei Shen is very angry and savage. I'm on my own time. Got about 15 minutes. Check on my chicken. 12 minutes. Wait, what? Happy home room rank is increased. Yay! Let me go spend some more money on Pocket Camp. Drawing by Mei Shen based on my wine poem. Shoes, a crown, a red dress are the basic elements of a superstar. Ding, 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 ding. Puzzle clue. My beloved child, this wine will follow you, sweet and ripe. Brewing in the pot, mother's 3 blessings. Wishing your silhouette embraced by silk. Wishing your hair illuminated by stars. Wishing your steps admired by all. As I wait patiently, let time mold you into a lustrous jewel. I wonder if it'll let me start putting things in. Can I? Oh! I can start putting things in. Cool. Okay. We gotta put 3 things in there. The shoes, the tiara, and the dress. Are we mad? I'm sorry. Essay, my family. She got a 95 on it. My family, Detention. There are 3 people in my family. My father, my mother, and I. My mother is a housewife who likes to sing while she's cooking. My mother used to be a famous star. Every song she sings sounds perfect. My father is a screenwriter. He writes a lot of words every day. He often works late, and I can't bother him when he works or my mother will scold me. Although I'm sick and can't go to school often, Mom and Dad always take care of me at home. My mom says if I get better, I'll be able to play outside more often. I love my mommy and daddy and wish for us to have a long, healthy life. And that echoes the, the birthday? Yeah, I don't wish for a gift. I just want our family to be mirthful and content. I just want to be happy. Go off, lass. Get his ass. Yeah. Daddy's a liar. Sorry, baby. I'm trying to be very mindful of the time. Forgot about this. Gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've played this game, and the jump scares still get me, man. I saw that one a lot sooner than I think I was supposed to, though. Damn it. Tale of Sigu, guanyin, the sacrifice. However, nothing good lasts forever. One year, the novice monk suddenly fell victim to an illness. It ravaged his body and soul, and he could not eat for days. His health declined rapidly, but the village doctors were stumped. The farmer could do nothing but worry endlessly. At this time, the snake abruptly appeared and said to the farmer, I am a spirit serpent of 1,000 years of age. Since your child's birth, I have witnessed his resolve, his great sense of duty and filial piety. His virtuousness outshines even my own. Let me help him through this troublesome bout. Heed my instructions. My flesh and blood, brewed into medicinal wine, shall remedy his condition instantly. The great spirit delivered a fatal bite unto itself, offering his body to the ever-grateful farmer. So this is an echo of how he got into the I guess, quote-unquote, the cult of guanyin. This is a parallel, because guanyin helped Mei Xin one time. She's moved. Oh, that's right. I don't think we're gonna get to the birthday story, or the... It's 15 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna... That sequence is kinda long. The storybook sequence. One of my favorite sequences in the whole game. It is kinda long, so maybe we'll call it when we get the book away from her. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in bed, littles. School Correspondence Journal 2. Thursday, June 13th, 1985. It's boring at home. The same stuff keeps playing on TV. She's got really good penmanship. Sorry, it's really neat. It's really good. I've been to so many doctors, but I'm still not feeling well. I have to write in my journal because my classmates do too. Friday, June 14th, 1985. Today I have to feed Daddy's arowana fish. It must be sad stuck in its fish tank, just like me in my house. Oh crap, we gotta do this. Okay, we're gonna do this, and we'll call it the Do Mei Xin Show, I think is what that says. Yeah, or yeah, Mei Xin Show. I got it. I can do this. It is a cult. Ah! Child! I wonder if that's a resort town? Like, I haven't looked it up. Alishan. I'll have to look it up. Ace, please. Get out of the window. Yeah. I don't know why she took the hat, but okay. Oh, it's the couch, but a child's version. Never really looked up until like you're supposed to. Ooh, I'm a big scary typhoon. What's that on the edge? Okay. Game, help me. I'm going to Hollywood. We won't tell. Okay. Oh, there's the gramophone. Must go out and play, must go out and play, must go out and play. Alt.
今天美心呼吸还是很喘，她又很拗，妈给的维他命她都不吃。唉，至少她今天有乖乖把医生开的胃药都吃光。哎，怎么所有的药都不见了？
Take that, fish. Oh, D, because I'm displeased. All work and no play makes me shin murk a fish. All work and no play makes me shin kill a fish. Alright, we'll read this and then... Saturday, June 15th, 1985. It's the weekend. Dad said if I took my medicine, he would take me out to play, but he's lying again. I really took my medicine. I was good today, but Mom and Dad still lie to me. Sunday, June 16th, 1985. Dad bought me a bunch of vitamins, but I don't want to take it, and it doesn't make me feel better. We were supposed to go out and play, but Daddy didn't. Daddy always lies. I don't want vitamins. It doesn't make me better. We were supposed to go out and play. We didn't. Daddy always lies. I won't take it anymore. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. There are no periods in that sentence. And yet it's still so neat. Fish went on a trip of its life. Alright, you. Child. Oh, it's a metronome sound. Okay. Fine. Alright. I'm gonna call it here. I know where we are. I believe it's just gonna start us... I don't think it's gonna put us set us back too far if we were to start here. Yeah, this fictional child has way good handwriting. Next week, more Monster Hunter. I'm gonna attempt to try and clear to the next rank. I think that's what my goal is, to get to the next rank. Maybe try and get the last piece of my Garen Golem armor. We'll see. Choco, you wanna help at some point? We'll grind so we can finish that armor. Get some progression. Cause I want to be like right where the progression starts. Like I'm gonna go until that last. We have 3 urgent quests. I'm gonna do 2, so we can pop the next one. Do that. Get to the halfway point. We'll do that. It won't be too much. I got 2 minutes left on my chicken, so I'm gonna make this outro go. And then we're gonna see if we can finish this up next week. We're not quite at a super halfway point, so if it looks like we're lagging, we'll wait on the very last part, and we'll turn it into a part 3. And then I'll have to figure out what we're gonna play after that. How many weekends do we have left before October? Let me quickly check that. What's today? Wednesday? The 14th? Yes. So, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for our next horror game. I need a short horror game, so if anybody has any suggestions, I'll take them. September 1998, I believe I just picked up. There's a couple things on itch.io. I want to see if speed dating for ghosts is on. Maybe we'll do a little speed dating for ghosts. Yeah, I want something we can do in like a couple hours, maybe. And then maybe we'll do some Fatal Frame next week. I have At Home Alone Final. Maybe we'll see if we can knock that out in 2 or 3 sessions. We'd be drawing on the off days on Wednesdays. Or if we're really into one of those games, we may just double up on those games for the horror game of the week. So, we'll see. I'll see you guys next week. And have a good rest of your week. Bye!